$100 just to get in.
This is
House had to go on break.
We scheduled advertisement for the following stores and other travelers that passage to
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an... Oh, and it's not the best choice. Lot of... Heard of it? My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks. That's a spacious choice, Spirit. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Have a look.
Are you listening to me, Emfuru?
Please don't.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? Just let me talk to Jesse in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you with? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Take care.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Dr. Dorset's a deft hand with a blade. Hardly leaves a scar.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Good luck getting to Jessie, and better luck if you do. She's a real piece of work.
last ratted on rotten time. Leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've gotta do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen. The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them. A lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. What? No, I didn't do anything. Think? No, I reckon. Alright, 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the Blood Tear Diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the... Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon. But a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims.
Go back to
A
Byzantium,
toss
you
ball first.
gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
Coaches and referees are debating how...
Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Oh, real?
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have. He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he? It must have been lost with Alex, then. One more tragedy to top the pile. Tell me, how did he die? Oh, awful business, that. But why? How? No. Best not to ask after the gory details. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. There. Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm. What? right, I suppose. How might I assuage your fears? Just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to, lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for reasons. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fence here on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such a dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board. That's the long and short of it, yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I'm certain Gladys can be made, well, can probably be made to see reason. I'll be waiting eagerly for your return. Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is... That's not unreasonable. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and
Wish I could say it was
unemployed?
good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt.
Talk to your local
That ought to make you
manager
smile
about
for once,
applying
huh?
for military training.
Nothing makes me
and
happier
learning-
than being even. Except being right. That's nice too. The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment. If you're looking for a... If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you said... But we can say I'm repaying the favor. You won't be sorry. Or if you are, just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out.
The news packet had the tossball scores from Draconis. What about the Rail Glider Championship? I didn't think
The beds are comfy, but you'll want to check the mattress before you settle in.
No.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the... If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Want a charming copper kettle off... Great law, is it? Depends. See the lights. Taking a show or two at the infamous Bijou. Could be a treat if... All right, I'll sell it to you. Anything else? Anytime, sweetheart.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me. Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. Sure, an interview. Are you kidding? I love a good fight. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise. Wow. You... Thanks, boss.
Well, this'll be interesting, huh?
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
Hey, Cap. Can we talk? Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy-like, ain't it? That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch. Mostly, yeah. I live... I'm not exactly a model employee. It's not normal for an... When I test... Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to... There's times I'm working deep... Anyhow, Yep, nothing much at I know... About a year. That never... Oh... Got a sec? This is real space, isn't it? Empty and silent. I never thought I'd see the like. I'd look up at night, but...
Can't walk 5 meters without stubbing your toe in a loose rock here.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Hooker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Unexpected. Sweeping the...
You know, you didn't have to shoot. What?
Multiple fractures, lacerations, and untreated burns detected. Signs indicative of sudden, violent crash landing.
Yep, that's me. No big deal. Just shrugging off my injuries as I stroll away from another flaming impact. Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat. The one and wait, who's that? I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already... You... Magnificent. And do please give Wanda my... That's the last of them.
Disembark.
You got a minute? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson? I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
You see we had a conveyor pull in? One of them interstellar jobs.
Hard to miss something that big. Guess your shuttle bay crews have been working overtime?
Yeah, but they're happy about it. Been 3 months since the last one.
3 months?
I don't mean to be rude, Mr. Vicker, but I already got a dad. I don't need a new one.
Are you saying my advice is unwanted?
I'm saying it's not very good.
Purple berry flavored power nuggets.
The news
Now
packet
with
had the
12%
toss ball
more
scores
crunch.
from Dakotas. What about the rail gliding championships?
I didn't think anyone but natives followed that.
This is Halcyon News.
I know space hands.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
More like don't know. Storm season ran long.
Employee
When I left,
morale is at
the
an
schools were still
all-time
screwed
high
up.
due to the
All Apple flags
overwhelming
grounded.
popularity of Chairman Rockwell's
Have you seen this
infrastructure
man?
rollback initiative.
Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells.
Deceptions
Report any
and
sightings to
lies.
your local board embassy.
Don't believe the board.
Just passing
Monarch
through.
has shed the
Minding my
yoke
own
of his
business.
corporate overlords and now thrives.
You look like someone who's taken their share of cuts and bruises. Need some armor? We also have a line.
So far as you know, I'm not drinking on duty.
Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Is it Mr. Wells, the fellow who woke you? How bad could he be?
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
You keep that pistol holstered while you're here.
Are those XF-411s? And an
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's just so we... Good. So what brings you to ground? Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. We see a lot of...
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Force of habit, I guess. Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh! Couldn't have done it without your moral...
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Speak your mind. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air in... Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll the board isn't helping. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Hold on. There's something you should know before you go charging off. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've...
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
Can we talk? Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Baconu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. I'll comb the last 6 months of depart. Before I transfer to Edge, I met. Thank you, Captain.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out,
but only room for one captain.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she?
We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew.
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that. Tribute it is.
And ain't this just a royal sum?
Don't we need those bits, Captain? To buy the key from the lady?
The principles of the...
You've got the... Lay it on me.
Can we talk? Captain. I've been... He's all... That's a good... I'll call... Thank you.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing.
Is this what...
Speak.
You came with... I know this...
That's right, sir. Just the part...
Tennyson. You don't... Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way. Lay it on me. You can come and...
Yuma's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these.
Are you one of us yet?
Uncle Red gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he is.
It takes crazy to live in this universe. Crazy cosmos. Crazy cosmos. Ah, I've got a swollen tongue again.
The back bays are all the home we have, and the only home we need.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. That may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow. I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
When I look at you, all I see is light.
You get that automech patch? McRed wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What are you thinking? It hasn't got a heart? Not like us.
Smells kind of like... I think this is how it works.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight Mantipillar infestation.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to be okay, but I'd be mighty grateful if you Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not particulate so they kill next. Move fast as you can. Move back if you need to. I can always
Halt. Invest. Beginning security. unexpected. Security patrol initiated.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
You alright, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
CNP, I can't believe it's not Gorst. It's
This is
unbelievable how
Halcyon
good
News.
it is.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Tripical Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with. By verity, by strength. What are we Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist School of Thought, so the book is banned in this colony. The story of my life. And
Keep your sights out, friend.
What was that? I better take a look. I'm jumping at shadows.
Great job.
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook. rented to the same bit cart he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Hey, Mr. Vicar. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean stink?
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and go on to explain why. I just want to have a conversation.
Of course you do.
Have either of the assault cruisers ever put into Groundbreaker?
You kidding? The chief wouldn't let a couple hundred board troops in here.
I just figured there's so many people on them. They gotta get out and stretch their legs sometime.
Well, they can do that on the board's own dirt. Breathe up the board's own air.
believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Felix, your abs are surely not gonna believe this. You remember that spin-off series about the mass marketeer? Halcyon Helen's coming on for a special romance arc! Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my datapad, and well... she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet. Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda. I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold. Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei, I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel? They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope? Come on, Captain. This is no time to be fooling on me. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone... Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. Felix, you got to hear this. You know Princess of Hephaestus? That late show about the freedom fighter with a pure heart and a mean right hook? She finally kissed her sweetheart, Miss Yuko.
That's the episode with Ruth Bellamy, right? Been meaning to catch that.
Hey there.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My cargo's worth a lot of money.
Well, you probably should have insured it then.
It is. I'm just trying to make small talk.
Ain't small enough. I'm working here. Shoot.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner? Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert? Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Well, drunk's what I'm aiming for, so I'll take... Bottoms up!
Whiskey's a fine choice. Think I may have a glass myself.
Oh! No, it's good. I'm fine. I just didn't expect it to taste like... Oh, propellant. Oh, stars, I can feel... Oh, Captain. You're funny. I like the ones with grand romances. And I don't know what to do about... Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted... Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time, maybe... It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his... This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her? Well, maybe she just wanted to let me know her preferences. In a less... I need another drink. Water's for cowards. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration?
Good call. It's best to proceed with a light hand the first time.
Shush you. Oh, Captain. Everything? Does she think I'm as pretty? What if she's... There's nothing easy about... you know I'm not interested. That's... Well... What if I can't make her happy? Yeah, I know you're right. I just wish it were that easy, is all. Back in Edgewater, there was... Gosh, I don't know that I got... Oh, I suppose so, but... I want to be my best self for her. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should? All right. There's no need to strip your screws over it. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. Thanks for hearing me out.
Well, it's not like I could be elsewhere. No.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? Come on, let's...
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You want a punch? We've got your punch right here.
Who wants to play an impromptu tossball match? No one? Really?
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Though, that whiskey did give my head aching something fierce. Feels like a primal's chewing on my skull. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises. Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and, I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
that pad down there? With the lights off? There are people unloading a ship.
Probably another sublight contract haul. Could be drugs, could be bootleg Aetherwave cartridges.
And they're just transferring cargo out where everyone can see?
Legal or not, somehow the company always has its paper.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Bunch, a soft sour candy shell around a sweet purpleberry flavored center. Suck it.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife?
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Chewbacca. Aftertaste the rainbow.
Heard from the lasses down on 22 that you did a contract for Sublight.
Only one, a legit haul. Smashed up a freighter out in the Charybdis belt.
You ever stop to wonder how it got smashed up?
Asking questions
Careful
is
where
a
you
good way
smoke.
to forfeit
The crew
my
builds
bonus.
us for air filtration.
Some things ain't worth knowing.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? As you wish. I require as you in our
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners, skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
What can I do for you? Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I am... What can I do for... You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't... Eugene's golden teeth were a... That's unthinkable. I can't...
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature. Eugene... I was the one... Eugene... It's a mere... We could... I...
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. You ever swung a truncheon? I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's fine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made... Just my luck. When the I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly. Some... enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanical's got a weak...
You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real... grouchy. Kinda all the time?
I'm not grouchy, I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes me wonder.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I needed it.
Were you really in jail, Mr. Max? And you were our vicar?
Yes, but as I've repeatedly said, I was assigned there as a vicar. I was not a prisoner.
I just can't believe you'd lie.
I was not lying. It had no...
pain in my throat.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled it. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. Cantina, Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
I'm not holding out hope.